I know a lot of people have trouble even conceiving of the idea of their friend being their boss. And I get that, like, if you both started working at a job at the same time, or, you know, at the same level, and one of you gets promoted, that's probably really disconcerting. But we actually have this experience. Frances was not only my boss, but her husband's boss for years.
Yes, I was.
Yes.
And that was the thing, and, you know, and in retrospect, I think 20 years later, you know.
Oh my God, don't say 30.
I was gonna say not 30, but 20 years later,
I'm not comfortable.
you know,
can you say a decade?
like
even?
a decade ago.
6 months ago? Come on, man.
Right. Yesterday, what would happen is, like, nowadays, people wouldn't allow that, I think. You know, companies wouldn't allow it.
Oh, well, we got away with a lot of that then. No, but
we
we worked at Second City, and Frances was in charge of the training center.
I was.
And we both were teachers there.
Yep, and you know what? And what happened was, even more than like you and Tom, there were a lot of people I come up with, you know, and we were all performers. And then I went into the production, teaching side of everything, and then all of a sudden I became people's boss, and it was weird for a lot of people. Never for you, never for Tom, but a lot of other people. They had problems.
Well, yeah, whenever you had to go tell someone what they shouldn't be doing.
Yes.
That was, I know, uncomfortable, because those people were your friends, and they have to be like, you can't just play albums in class.
Yes.
You have to teach.
That did happen.
That happened.
That did happen. So, yeah, well, we polled you, Frangelistas, asking if your coworker/friend became your boss, would your friendship end? And 15% of you said yes, 85% of you said no, because 85% of you know you need a job.
That's right.
Yes, you need that
15% of you are salty.
Yes,
I
salty.
mean, we also hit the streets and asked Frangelistas how they'd handle working for a friend turned boss. Take a look.
I would not be able to work for my friend if they were my boss, because I feel like that relationship is different, and I don't think I could take them serious.
I would be able to work for a friend if they were my boss, because sooner or later they can make me their boss, and then I could make someone else work for me.
Yeah.
She's thinking long term.
Long term.
How to keep this nepotism-ish thing going.
Exactly, because a lot of people wanted me to hook them up all the time.
That's right, they did. Or I remember they'd try to come through me or Tom.
Yep.
I'd be like, I'm not in charge.
Well, let's bring on our Skype guest, relationship expert, Susan Trombetti. Welcome, Susan.
Hey.
Can you take us through the various ways that this changes a friendship?
Oh, well, it actually really does change a friendship. So I think, like, for example, if you hated your job and she knows it, and she knows all the reasons that you used, or he used to call out sick, you are in trouble.
Yeah.
And you need to find another job, okay? Because she, like the 85% of the people want to keep their job, she wants to do a good job, and she knows where you stand.
Yes, that's so true. And I think
so that's going to change. Yeah.
No, do you think in
There's gonna
terms
be a
of
little
like
jealousy?
Yeah, jealousy, or people taking advantage?
Yeah.
Of that?
Yeah.
I once employed one of my friends, and oh my God, you know, he would scream and yell at me, and I'd be like, knock it off, you know, and he would like make me pull my hair out. And, you know, so you really have to have a distance. They have to treat you like the boss, and you need to respect it. I mean, you need to treat them like the boss, and they have to treat you like a subordinate. And that relationship there needs to take precedence at work, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we found a list of that the non-promoted person should anticipate when this happens. And can we go over them with you?
Absolutely.
I love the first one here. It's accept the reality.
The friendship won't be the same.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no more happy hours for you guys, right? They can't show favoritism and hang out with you, or you know, anything in the office. You can't have the little chats by the water cooler.
We did all of that.
We did all of that. What about manage
remember?
What about manage the awkwardness?
Well, I mean, you just have to acknowledge it. And I think you should have a conversation outside of the office, right?
Yeah.
And acknowledge it. And you just have to stay in your proper place at work, and it won't be as awkward.
What if your friend doesn't stay in their proper place at work? What if the friendship, like it's
take your power and
combusted?
write them up.
Wow.
And seriously, I think they need to Like if you have a romantic relationship with somebody and they need to be transferred to another apartment, I mean, that is exactly the case here. I mean, it is possible that that friend cannot work for you. And, you know, you don't want to be in that position every day because it's hard enough to, you know, be the boss.
Yeah.
You don't need that added additional problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had to tell one of my best friends at the time that I wouldn't hire him because of that, because I didn't feel like I could successfully be his boss.
Yeah, I mean, I won't do it anymore. I will not
Yep.
hire friends or family.
Yeah.
And that's just for you don't wind up being friends. You're still stuck with the family, though, at Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Ooh.
Well, thanks
In
for
and
talking.
out of the office, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
You're right. Thanks for talking to us, Susan.
Take care, ladies. Have a great day.
Thank you. Let's bring on our guest, Gretchen Miller, who's gone through this. Hi, Gretchen.
Hi,
Thanks for being here. So briefly, Gretchen, take us through what happened to you, your situation.
I was working on a show and a producer, and a friend of mine who I'd worked with at the same level on many shows before begged me for a job that was my researcher, that I would be her boss. And I kept saying, are you sure you want this? Because I'm going to be your boss. And she's like, yes, I need a job, So I was like, okay, so I hired her. And at first it was good, we worked together, but then it started to change. She started to I felt awkward asking her to do things.
Yeah.
I felt, like stuff wasn't getting done that should have been done, and then I would maybe do it. And then I was like, and finally after a month and a half, she says, I'm gonna quit.
Wow.
And I'm like, what? And it really made me not look good, because I had pulled some strings to get her on the show.
Right.
So, and it really kind of tore apart the friendship.
Yeah. Were you able to ever be friends again?
To mend it?
I think we could, but I think it's just gonna take some, because I don't really trust her, enough, because I just feel like, I really put myself out there for her so she could have a job, and then she turned around and kind of screwed me.
Yeah. And so, so you feel far more wise and ready to cut it off before it even happens. You feel like you can tell a friend, we can't work together.
Yes, absolutely, because I don't want to destroy my friendships.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. And I know when people are desperate and they're begging, it's
Yes.
really hard.
And then you have a friend who really needs that job.
Yeah, and she did really need it.
Yeah.
And it was just like, come on.
Girl, Gretchen, we gonna fix this. We're
We're gonna fix them. Thank you so much.
We're gonna hang out with you, girl. You don't need her. You gotta.
You gotta.
Me Time with Frangela.